And the stakes couldn't be higher. Even out here during warm-ups, guys looking focused on what they need to do to pull out the win. 2K Sports here to present you the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. It's Game 4, and one that could go down in the books. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Take a look at the Pistons. Well, Greg, this is the moment when they can take command of the series.
Yeah, a win here on the road gives them at least 2 chances to close it out at home. That's a nice insurance policy for a team to have. An extra motivation to get the win and a cushy 3-1 lead.
Big time motivation, you're right. Mitchell passes to Harden. Clock at 6. Crafty move. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. Coming to this game after losing on Saturday.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defense that's showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
And that time, converting off the catch. Harden showing a little bit of everything tonight.
Cleveland with the ball. You look at the Pistons, Stan, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
Now, here's Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now Harris following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Robinson passes to Thompson. Inside, here's Cunningham. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
Harden, no good. Detroit with the ball, trailing by 2. Robinson against Mitchell. Robinson kicks to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham for 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And it's Wade penetrating. And Mitchell launches it from deep. No good on the 3. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Duren. Cunningham outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, as a defense, you have to expect Cunningham to take those. He's not shy at the arc.
Robinson against Mitchell. Robinson with the block. And he recovers it. Tries again. It's hauled in by Harris.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And defense has to guard Cade in the corner. He will take and make that shot.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. For the Cavaliers, Tyson's checked in. And it's Sam Merrill in for Wade. Here's Tyson, guarded by Harris. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Pass to Tyson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Harris. Tyson with the bucket. The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Outside Harris. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
For 3, Mitchell. It's hauled in by Harris. Detroit leading by 4. Thompson in the corner. Cunningham against Harden. Thompson a screen on Harden. Here's Cunningham. Mobley with the block.
Yeah, this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
Here's Mitchell. Detroit with the rebound. Duran's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Cunningham on the wing. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Merrill. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw, good from Merrill. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Evan Mobley. Max Strus comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for James Harden. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pistons leading by 3. Here's Herter. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Here's Tyson. Back to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
At 6'11", Allen, a legitimate threat to finish through the rim, especially when given that kind of position.
Herter with it. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pistons lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
The Pistons leading. Pass to Herter. Here's Stewart, defended by Allen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jenkins. Bangs home the trifecta. Jenkins got the lead up to 5 now for Detroit.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Strus. Fires the 3. Merrill can't hit. Pistons leading by 5. Pass to Strus. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Here's Merrill. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. James Harden comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for Detroit, Asar Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. Robinson comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. Now, here's Cunningham. 7 points in the game. Now Thompson. In the corner, it's Robinson. Pass to Stewart. Over Allen. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Harden the pass to Strus. Out to Wade. Back to Strus. The three from Harden. Holland with the rebound. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to Stewart. And here is Robinson. Shoots over Merrill. His first attempt of the game finds the target. And the Pistons lead by 4. So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide. You got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight, and you've got to have a clear understanding of those.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tyson's checked in. And it's Mitchell in for Sam Merrill. Detroit also making some changes. Jalen Duren comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And Harris subbed in for Holland. Now, here is Harden. Wade sets the pick for Harden. Out to Wade. Takes the 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
On the wing, Harris. Ball stolen. Here's Tyson, guarded by Harris. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Wade feeling it out a bit. From deep, Harden. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Pistons leading by 7. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Here's Harden. Following the bucket by the Pistons. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Kevin, back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Well, physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Tyson over Thompson. The shot no good. Tyson. And here's Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Harris draws the double. Stolen by Harden. To the middle. On the wing, Harden. Stolen by Robinson. Thompson in the corner. Robinson kicks to Cunningham. from past the arc. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Detroit Pistons ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Thanks for joining us for Game 4. At the half, some ground to make up for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, they've been inconsistent. They'll take one good shot and then take one wild one the next time off the floor.
Yeah, we see a lot of teams like that these days.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers. When you think about the series, Shaq, do they need to win this game?
Yes, Ernie, if they lose this one, they are in a serious hole. I'd even call it a Shaq-size hole.
Well, those Shaq-size holes are hard to get out of. But seriously, I call this a must-win, Ernie. I mean, you can't afford to fall too far behind in the playoffs.
A crucial game for sure. We'll see how it plays out. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Harden looking it over. Puts up a 3. Harden with the long-range missile.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
To Duran. Here's Cunningham. That's good from 17 feet away. Cunningham's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now, here's Mitchell over Robinson. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Duran a screen. Thompson passes to Duran. And that one, good. And now it's a 10-point Detroit lead.
Well, that is a solid screen by Duran. And then the big man rolls right into scoring position.
Down low, here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Thompson outside. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Cunningham's shot is off. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Allen. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low.
Now, here's Cunningham. 12 points for him. To the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Allen. Cunningham against Harden. Mobley the pass to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. The shot off that time. Detroit leading by 6. Harris outside. Pass to Cunningham. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game. Mitchell against Robinson. Tries from 10. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Mitchell's got his second basket of the game.
In a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
And, Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Well, positioning and size win during the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Sam Merrill, he's checked in for Wade. Jenkins, he's checked in for the Pistons. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Merrill on the wing. Mobley, a screen on Thompson. To the inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Sets a great screen, and then Mobley gets perfect position there on the roll.
Outside Robinson. Duran sets the screen for Robinson. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Merrill passes to Mitchell. The triple from Mitchell.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Thompson outside. Here's Jenkins. Here's Duran. Excellent D there from Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Now, here's Thompson. Scoreless thus far. 4 on the clock. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game. For the Cavaliers, Tyson's checked in. And Strus is subbed in for James Harden. Detroit also making some changes. Howland, he's checked in for Harris. Karis LeVert comes in for Asar Thompson. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Duncan Robinson. Duran sets the screen for Jenkins. And they'll get another chance. Offensive rebound. Shot's good by Duran. Duran's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, this is where Duran looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
Pass to Mitchell. Here's Strus. Here's Merrill. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Huerter kicks to Jenkins. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. Jenkins got his second bucket of the night.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Pistons on top, up 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. Stewart finds Huerter. Cunningham inside. He's defended by Merrill.
Yeah, I like it when Cunningham's looking to score. That puts the defenses into some tough positions.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Well, you like to see all of them go down, but that did make it a two-possession game.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Wade outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. Back to Strus. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it.
Oh, man. Cunningham making it look easy.
Cleveland's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Here's Harden. The baseline jumper goes down.
Rising to the occasion. He found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
Jenkins the pass to Stewart. Stewart a screen. Holland no good. And it's Harden with the ball for the Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. It's on Ron Holland. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Harris is checked in for Holland. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Now here's Jenkins. Defense right on him. Pass to Stewart. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Nice shot from the wing. 15 points for Cade Cunningham.
Well, Cunningham, offensively, he can hurt you in so many ways, and he's got it all working tonight.
Now, here's Strus. Off target with his three. Now, here's Jenkins. Defended by Strus. Cunningham inside. Here's Jenkins. Again, the Pistons score. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Harden. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And this is Harden's specialty. One of the best in the league at drawing contact, and yet still able to convert.
So both teams changing it up here. He throw good. James Harden. Pistons leading by 3. Cunningham passes to Duran. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Duran with the screen on Wade. Here's Thompson. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Allen. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
Here's Harris. What a finesse finish on the way-in.
Time and time again, Harris stepping up with plays to help his team. That guy is a gamer.
Allen, oh, great touch off the pass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He knows every possession is critical now. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Thompson sets the pick for Robinson. One-handed!
Monster points from Thompson. No fear in the big moment.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 3. To tie it up. Rebounded by Thompson. The Pistons have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Cunningham. Count it.
Big time points from Cunningham. Good to see him stepping up in these moments.
Harden up top, covered by Cunningham.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Robinson got it to go.
Yeah, that was an important hoop from Robinson.
Harden against Cunningham. Now, here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. Mitchell, explosive finish.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Detroit's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Cunningham. It drops.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trust in him in a big spot.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
And that's an intentional foul. Harris draws the double. Outside Cunningham. Robinson, he drills the three.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Cunningham fires. Got the 8-footer.
I love that move by Cunningham to create the space for himself.
Outside Mobley. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You could see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now we present the player of the game, Cade Cunningham.